All opinions expressed by the program participants are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Upscale Love for You. The program participants' opinions are based on the information that they consider from their own knowledge. No expressions or accuracy is related to Upscale Love for You.
Hello, everyone. This is yours truly, Dr. Fabulous, the founder and CEO of Upscale Love for You. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join us on Tantalizing Talk Thursday, where the conversations are always hot and exciting. So stay tuned and get ready because we are going to have an absolute fabulous good time. And guess what, y'all? Smooches. Mwah.
Yeah, it's your boy Jay just checking in. Hey, we're gonna be live Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. You're in for an awesome time. As I say, God is amazing, and so are you. Follow my smoke, follow my praise. Keep laughing, keep loving, keep living. Let's go.
Hey, it's your girl, Special K. Welcome to Upscale Love for You. A big thank you to each and every one of you for joining into tonight's show. You're guaranteed to have a great time with our hot topic and tantalizing talk.
Welcome each and everyone to the episode of Upscale Love. I'm your boy Action J, where we discuss all the juicy, sizzling, hot topic. I guarantee tonight's show is going to be very, very hot and exciting. So I want you to sit back, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the show.
This is yours truly, Lady T, coming live from the 305. Come join us on Thursday night for Tantalizing Talk at 8:30. It will be hot, hot, hot.
Greetings. This is Dr. Feelgood, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. Coming to you live from the 571, where we get things done and we're having fun. Welcome to the show. You're going to have a good time because we keep it right and we keep it tight. All I like to say is never make love by the garden gate. Though love is blind, the neighbors ain't.
Did I do it right? Because I don't see like how I usually. Oh, I see it. I see the reaction. Is that where you can put your hands up? No. Oh, got it. Got it. Do you all screen? See now, it's gone. Do you all have this new thing at the bottom of your screen? It says AL Companion Start Summary. Do you all have that on y'all screen? Down to the bottom?
It's the new AI feature they have for the show.
What is AI?
Artificial intelligence.
Oh, okay. Terminology used. Got you, got you. So oh, okay, you gone.
Good evening, people.
Good evening, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Hey there, doctor. What it do, everybody?
You finished getting your
Fabulous.
shot
Looks
on?
like you got it a little look dusted up this evening. Is that true?
Well,
Say what now?
look, I wanted to represent my AKA since our Founders Day is on Monday. So, I wanted to show a little shimmy shimmy.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
What up, action?
Little Bo P was good.
Man, we gotta link up tomorrow, bro.
I know. I was trying to link up with you today. I was on your side of town.
Man, hey man, we gonna talk when we get off of here, man. I had to do something today.
I got him. Yeah, God to give me a message to give you after the show.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
What up, DFG?
Did you say God?
Yes.
Malia, come clean this mess
Stop
up.
lying on God.
He ain't listen.
Malia
Don't do him like that, doctor.
nothing.
Little Bo P, just remind me, all right? I mean, people put up with you tonight.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
All right.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hi, social media people.
What up, social media diva?
What's going on, Bo Peep and Lady T?
Feeling amazing.
Not much.
All right, listen up, everybody. Everybody on the team is going to have access as a co-host. So
Okay.
if you look at everybody, view them as people, you'll see everybody as a co-host.
I can't find y'all no more. Jesus. What happened? Can you all still see me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you right there. We can see you. No problem.
Which one look better, y'all? This one in back of me now or this one? That one? That one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Okay, so see, I can't even find the stupid thing no more.
Now, I'm on my cell phone, so I don't even know how to put a background. Special K.
Lady T, I'm gonna rename you.
Oh, Marlene, I'm gonna send you something and you and see if y'all want to come to something Saturday when Romeo has.
Okay.
I gotta send you the. I'm gonna send you the flyer.
Okay then.
What up, Special K? What up, Lady T?
Hey, hey, how you doing? Hello,
amazing.
everyone.
Lady T, you muted.
I know, darling. I know.
Oh, okay.
Y'all like my fro?
Lady T, you got them edge. Look, you ain't got them press on edges, Lady T. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Look,
right. Ain't no baby hair.
you
All
ain't got
mine.
you ain't got them eyelashes up there for baby hair.
I feel attacked.
Now you know you got that hair.
That's okay. That's okay.
She just wanted me to say something about her hair. Lord Jesus.
It looks good, lady.
Get a doctor.
Child, I'm gonna let that alone. I ain't in the mood. Talk Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Puerto
Cubano.
Rican.
I'm Cubano.
Puerto Rican. Y'all, Puerto Rican. Mm-mm. I ain't going there. I'm gonna stay safe tonight. Just tonight.
You need the cold. Darn, I should have purchased.
You talked to Leanne?
Yeah, yeah. Let me send out the towel.
I can't never find myself. Okay.
All opinions expressed by the when marketers fail to differentiate their customers, the results can be scary. This cluster.
We got something going on.
Doctor, I bought you a cigar.
Did you? Okay. I appreciate you.
Anytime. opinions. The opinions of Upscale Up for You. The program participants' opinions are based on the information that they consider from their own knowledge. No expressions or accuracies related to Upscale Love for You.
Hello, everyone. This is yours truly, Dr. Fabulous, the founder and CEO of Upscale Love for You. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join us on Tantalizing Talk Thursday, where the conversations are always hot and exciting. So stay tuned and get ready because we are going to have an absolute fabulous good time. And guess what, y'all? Smooches. Mwah.
Yeah, it's your boy Jay just checking in. Hey, we're gonna be live Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. You're in for an awesome time. As I say, God is amazing, and so are you. Follow my smoke, follow my praise. Keep laughing, keep loving, keep living. Let's go.
Hey, it's your girl, Special K. Welcome to Upscale Love for You. A big thank you to each and every one of you for joining into tonight's show. You're guaranteed to have a great time with our hot topic and tantalizing talk.
Welcome each and everyone to the episode of Upscale Love. I'm your boy Action J, where we discuss all the juicy, sizzling, hot topics. I guarantee tonight's show is going to be very, very hot and exciting. So I want you to sit back, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the show.
This is yours truly, Lady T, coming live from the 305. Come join us on Thursday night for Tantalizing Talk at 8:30. It will be hot, hot, hot.
Greetings. This is Dr. Feelgood, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. Coming to you live from the 571, where we get things done and we're having fun. Welcome to the show. You're going to have a good time because we keep it right and we keep it tight. All I like to say is never make love by the garden gate. Though love is blind, the neighbors ain't.
All right. Good evening, everyone. This is yours truly, Dr. Fabulous, and we're coming to you live in living color. And tonight we are going to have a wonderful, wonderful show. But I wanted to start it off this evening by giving props to one of the best. I'm not going to say the best because I would probably step on some toes. But with that being said, in back of me, you have the one, the only, the Alpha Kappa sorority. And our Founders Day is on Monday, January 15th. And I was looking for my other sorority sister, Leanne, but she's all right. I see another Saros. Okay, I'm getting a little old way back in the hey day. But nevertheless, I wanted to just give you all a little insight about Alpha Kappa Alpha. And I am that person. I love my sorority. I love pink and green. Can't you tell by that pink lipstick? But nevertheless, of course, on Monday, we are celebrating our Founders Day. And I cannot let it be left unsaid that we're also celebrating on Monday a very great man, Martin Luther King Day, as being an educator. I thank God for that day because guess what, y'all? I'm out of school. I'm so excited. I don't know how to act, get another day off. But I just wanted to say to all the sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha, Let's look forward to Monday because we set the standards. We are the first. We are the original. Can you say the original sorority? Okay. From January 15th, 1908, we laid those bricks and we laid them straight. So, ladies, if you're in the house, can I get one ski week? Come on, give it to me. I had another sister that said, "Hey, Sarah." So I need to hear you go ski. Come on, give it to me. I'm a little weak. Oh, there go my Lee Ann. Come on, Lee Ann. Bring it to me, Lee Ann. That's not Lee Ann.
That's Leanne.
Well, Lee Ann, where is my ski wee girl?
I'm ski weeing now. You didn't hear it? All that noise?
I didn't hear it. You was on mute.
Oh, wait a minute.
Give it to me, girl. I still can't hear you.
You're
Well,
like totally
okay.
losing the
Give me a
mode
minute.
here.
Give me a minute then. Hold on.
Okay, well, can I get all the ski wees in the house to just
Let
say
me go
on
back.
the count of 3,
There you
ski
go.
wee. Come on now.
Why am I? Where my sound?
We can hear you, Leanne. Just say ski wee.
Ski wee.
Oh Lord. Now
Ski
I
wee.
know
Ski wee. Ski wee. Ski.
I know you didn't walk across the yard. I know you didn't walk across the yard and sound like that. Because when we come, we bring it live and in living color. But I'm
Okay,
going
that's the best I can do.
Okay, okay then. Well, I know we've been in there a long time, so our little ski week might get a little ski week. It's soft, it's sexy, but it's there. Okay, so I don't know what everyone is doing on Monday, but let's remember Alpha Kappa Alpha and also Martin Luther King Jr., as they would say, Martin Luther King Jr. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and open up tonight. And I was on Facebook, and this man captured my soul. He does animated paintings, and he had something real deep on his page. It was so beautiful. And I'm going back. I know I got to pull it up. I got to get there. I got to get there. But he had something on his page, and I'm trying to find him because I just started following him today. But he had a picture of, and it was a real nice picture, but it said it had the woman and the man sitting there, and then they had just finished making love, having sex, however you want to say it, however you want to put it. But the lady turned to the guy in the caption over the picture and asked, "Where are you going?" And he said, "I'm gone." And so in the other caption, he had the woman was very disappointed because she felt that because she had gave of herself to this man, that was going to keep that man. So what I'm going to ask everyone in the chat, and if you don't want to verbalize it, please write it in the chat, that do you think as a man or a woman, do you think sex keeps the person in the relationship? That's where I'm coming from tonight. Do you think that sex will hold your partner captive in a relationship? So the floor is open.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I'm with
Now,
Renee.
who said that?
I said hell no.
Oh, you didn't say hell no, Leanne. Leanne,
And
you
I
caught on
said
fire all
Yes,
over
absolutely
I
not.
here.
did. I mean hell no.
All right. Well, she done put her foot down and she meant what she said. And that was what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it. Welcome, everyone. We've been talking about certain things, giving sorrows and who, and Martin Luther King on Monday, because you know that January 15th is a beautiful day. But like I was saying, in the caption, the lady asked the guy, "Where are you going?" And he said, "I'm gone." And she was looking so pitiful, like, "Hey, I done gave you the time of your life and you leaving me." And so I see Lil Bo Peep got his hand up because a lot of the ladies says you're absolutely correct. Sex will not keep a man in a relationship. So Lil Bo Peep, go ahead and give me what you got.
sex ain't gonna keep nobody, a man or a woman. I don't care how good you give it to them. You know, it gonna take a little bit more, especially the older you get. The older you get, you know, the more, I won't say meaningless, but you just have other priorities. You know what I'm saying? At 20 years, when I was 20 years old, I ain't have too many responsibilities, you know, sexing like crazy. But at 40 years old, I got responsibilities. So you're gonna have to bring more to my table than sex. You can get sex from anywhere. You can pay for sex if you that kind of guy. But it don't hold no value like that no
You
more.
ain't got to spend your money, little Bo Peeps been getting it, baby.
Oh,
They
I know
giving it. They giving it.
I ain't that kind of
You
guy that
ain't
got to
even got
pay
to
for
spend
it.
your money. They giving it.
I'm saying
giving it up for free.
they tossing it out for free.
Yeah,
They tossing it like frisbee. You ain't. I'm saying, but
man.
I know a guy that said, hey, he makes about $400,000 a year. He was married, got divorced, and he was like, his wife just took him through so much stuff. He was like, man, listen, I got a woman. I give her a certain amount of money every month, and all we do is sex. Ain't no arguments, ain't no expectations. It's just sex. So some people just choose to live their life that way, you know. But no, it ain't gonna keep you. It ain't gonna hold you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that comment. So, as we said, whether you male or female, when it comes down to a relationship, you got to bring something more to the table than just that old kitty kitty bang bang, because that's a thing of the past. They used to put, well, I won't say used to, maybe still in today's time with the younger men, it puts their nose a little wide open, get a little peak, because they are excited about having something for the very first time. That puppy love can be a little bit different. Yes, I said that kitty kitty bang bang. That's what we used to call it back in the hey day. But now they call it the cooch. They call it all different kind of things. But kitty kitty bang bang was the thing back in 19 I ain't gonna tell y'all how old I am, but because black don't cry. But anywho,
We know your age.
Moving right along, that was what I started out with. And I wanted to know, because so many people, if you're living in that world of tranquility and you think that's the way you keeping them, I hope you don't think that for long, because you living in an imaginary world, and that won't keep them to the table not too long. It says, I don't keep the younger generation either. I'm not understanding. Help me out with that. It said, I don't keep, am I misreading? Help me out. Now, to my upscale love for you crew, Dr. Fabulous don't do the chat too well. So you all got to keep abreast. And whoever doing the chat tonight, let's respond, jump in, raise your hand. That's the first thing I want to tell everybody. Welcome, welcome. And we are live and living color. But if you want to say something, please, by all means, raise your hand. And if you don't know how to raise your hand, start doing like this so we can see your hand, to let us know that you're trying to raise your hand, but you don't know how to get to it. So what I'm going to do for you right now, I'm going to turn it over. Yes, I'm turning it over to the man with the smoke, with the plan. I'm turning it over to Lil Bo P. Come on, Lil Bo P.
Hey, what it do? What it do? Hey, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. Thank you so much. We don't take it for granted. So, the topic of the night was intimacy, and relationship. So I want to start out with reading the definition of intimacy, because sometimes people get sex and intimacy confused, and they're two different things. Intimacy, close familiarity of friendship and closeness. So I was having a conversation with a friend of mine today, and she was expressing that there's no intimacy in her relationship. And I'm saying, well, how can you have a relationship without intimacy? It's a big part of it. And she says, well, I've detached myself, meaning she's checked out mentally, emotionally, physically. So my question for this evening is, when a relationship seems to have run its course and one has checked out mentally, emotionally, and physically, but has not left the relationship, What do you think is making them stay? Let's smoke this up tonight. Let's go. Talk to me. Who gonna raise their hands first? Hey, twin, what's up,
That's
twin?
my dog. Come on, Anthony.
Come on, twin. Talk to me, twin. What's up? Why? You muted.
What's happening, everybody? Good evening.
What it do?
Hey, doing all right. How y'all feeling?
Amazing, brother. Thank you for joining us tonight.
All right. To answer your question, what would make them stay?
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, to me, is real simple. Hope. That's the only reason for anyone to stay. They have hope.
Woo. That's a simple word, but it holds so much weight. Why that holds so much weight? So in that hope, what if you were in that relationship, what is it that you're hoping for in your staying, in your waiting for the change to come?
Well, you said the relationship has ran its course, right?
Yeah, like if you're detached, you're no longer into it. You know, you basically checked out. But you say hope. So what are you hoping for? Like you've been together for 9 years and you're still in a relationship. You're not married. Year one to the point that you detach. What's your hope? What do you hope would change or be different?
Well, I would say that anyone would have to hope that whatever is making them feel detached would change. You know, so let's say, for instance, for example, we're talking about intimacy, right? So we're talking about, let's say, physical touch. Let's say that you might be the one in the relationship hoping for more physical touch. Well, I mean, that's up to you to try to make that happen. Of course, you can't make anyone do what you want them to do, but you have to conduct yourself in a certain way to get what you want. That's just the way life works.
I like that answer. I like that answer, twin. That's a dollar. That's a dollar. That ain't 10 cents right there. I gotta give you a dollar. I gotta give you a dollar because
I'll
hope
take it. It's going right in the collection.
is it's a simple listen, hope is such a simple word, but some small words hold so much weight. And you can only think that like I'm hopeful, I'm remaining hopeful that this person would begin to do something that was missing, that they would begin to give me something different, that they would begin to give me a little bit more or a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Just that time of being in a relationship, it takes sacrifice. And to lack intimacy in a relationship, I don't see any relationship lasting because, like you say, that physical touch, you know, that quality time, those love languages, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever a person's love language is, I would think that intimacy would be included in that right there. So I love it.
I would agree with you, but I would also say that to each his own. You know, everyone has their own thing that makes them tick. I was dating a woman, and I ain't gonna lie, this was probably one of the best relationships I ever had. But she just wanted to have sex at the most inopportune times. You know what I mean? Like that was the most that threw me off the most. Like we go on a vacation on vacation, we can go out of town. We get back to her house where her and her family live. Her mom and her sister, her aunt, stepfather, all them there. She don't want to have sex in the day. She want to have sex at 3, 4 in the afternoon when we get back to the house with her door closed and everybody on the other side of the wall just going throughout their day.
Right. Inopportune.
Right. So everybody can have their own little thing that make them tick. So, you know what I mean? Hey, intimacy to some people might be a turnoff.
You hit it another you put another nail in that coffin with that one. I appreciate that, twin. We got these hands raised. I'm coming to your social media. Hey, Lady T, can you read one of them on that first comment in the chat?
The first comments
About dang.
Various reasons are the time invested, a financial situation, that one or something else?
Yeah, I saw people coming in the chat, so we want to.
Okay, if you're detached and have checked out, honestly, to me, that's lack of hope and optimism. So then things like time, fear, change, children, oh, where is it? What people on the outside think, etc., are reasons why they stay. So I guess in summary, she's talking about, detachment is a void of emotion. So hope and optimism is what will hold it together.
Okay. We appreciate that. We appreciate you over there in the chat. Hey, we're gonna address all y'all in the chat. So if you don't
That was Whitley. Thanks, Whitley.
If you don't want to get on camera, you kind of shy, put your comment in the chat and we would definitely address you. Social media diva, let's go. Talk to me.
Okay, so I think it's because of finances. Like, think about it. Divorces are expensive. Like, money would definitely keep you into the relationship too. Especially if somebody makes more money than the other. So that does play a part.
So you're saying that for financial gain or financial reason is the reason a person to stay?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the only reason, or that's the main reason? Give me another reason, because I don't think it's not always finances for intimacy to leave. I think it's kind of like an emotion that causes, or lack of something that causes a person. That can be a reason, not a financial. He don't make no money. Maybe he don't take care of her, so she don't respect him. That is a great point. But I think you got another reason in your social media diva.
Well, I'm gonna give you some points if you get to me, but okay.
I'm coming to you, doctor. You just got to wait your turn. Social media diva is talking tonight. Give me one more social media diva.
Oh my God, that's it for me.
That's all. That's all you got.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna give you about 35 cents. I'm gonna give you about 35 cents. Come on, doctor. Come on, talk to me, doctor.
But check this out, technology is something else. I had my hand raised, and I guess I was sitting there so long, a little thing came up and said, "Look like you are finished talking." And it said, "I will take your hand down in 30 seconds." I was like, "Woo, you better go on technology." But no, what I was about to say is when people stay in relationships, whether it's financial, whether it's children, but sometimes it's comfortability. When I say that, meaning the ground, the area, the relationship is familiar. Because I never understood why some women, and I'm saying some women because it's definitely not Dr. Fabulous, they will get a divorce from a man and then go back and have sex with them. And I was like, what the fuck? I said, now it's no way. My first husband, I think I would have ran him over with a tractor trailer, going back to get a little something. No, asked a friend of mine, why was it that she would go back and be intimate with this man and they had a divorce? They got a divorce. And she said because she was comfortable with him, she did not want to, she wasn't comfortable with herself, and she wasn't ready to go to another man, allowing him to explore her body because she wasn't comfortable in her own skin. And that could be a true statement because sometimes, as you get older and you look good in your clothes, but when you peel them off and you looking at them certain rolls and them certain dinks and dunks, that's why I say men, women, you got to really love your partner, because when you look at their overall picture and that body is not a 360 as they would call it, you deal with all of that because you love that individual. But she said she continuously kept an open relationship with him because when she needed some, she had a familiar place to go. And until she got that self-confidence together, she wasn't willing to take that step to meet someone new. So that's why I say some people stay in those relationships.
Okay, I got a question for you. So
Uh-huh.
do you feel like, okay, you're in a relationship, there's no
Mm-hmm.
intimacy, and probably amongst other things that would lead to getting a divorce, do you think a person devalues oneself by going back or staying?
Oh yeah, I really thought that was the craziest thing I had ever heard. But of course, I had to talk to her because sometimes people, they're in a relationship, but because their self-worth is at almost a negative pivoting point, they continue to stay there. Because sometimes, even down to relationships when it's abusive, some men don't hit their women, but they abuse them so much in their mind. They got that mind
Verbal
control.
abuse.
And
Verbal.
no, mental abuse, all of
Yeah.
that good stuff. And because he had mind control, that's what I call mind control over her, she didn't know her self-worth. So she continued to go back in that familiar ground. But some women just not strong like that. But I'm gonna have to give a old conference. Dr. Fabulous in strength. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you
So
just like the way you like it.
so that
So
mind control would come from verbals, like you telling somebody over and over, you ain't nothing, you fat,
yeah, yeah.
and they might be a beautiful person, but then they begin to tear them down, to tear down their self-esteem. And once you
Correct.
break down a person's self-esteem, I know, like, for a woman, her looks are important. She want to feel a certain way. She want to be complimented. So if you're not touching, because sex is not, intimacy is not just sex. Holding hands, walking by, hitting on the butt, telling her, "Damn, you fine. I like all that." You saying sweet nothings in her ear, like those things. I think keep the intimacy alive in a relationship. Where we thank you for
Okay.
your dollar.
Oh,
We
no,
thank
no,
you
no,
for
honey,
your
that
dollar.
wasn't no dollar. That was a whole $1,000 bill, and
That
don't
was
you
a
take it.
dollar.
But anyway, before I go, Gregory, is it Colden EXP had his hand up. All of a sudden, it went away. So I don't know if it did the same thing like my computer did, took it down automatically. But
I'm here.
check back with
I'm
him
here.
and see
I'm
if
here.
you
I'm
hear
here.
Gregory.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
all
Okay.
here.
right, Gregory.
I'm about to come to you, Greg. Lady T, give me something else from the chat.
You can go ahead and jump on Greggy because he was waiting for quite some time.
Yes.
Go ahead, Tim.
Come on, Gregory. Welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, folks, how y'all doing?
Amazing,
So
man. How you feeling tonight?
I'm quite well. I'm quite well. Thanks for asking, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hello
Come
to
on,
everyone.
talk to me.
So now, what I want to say in that aspect, I think a lot of everything that everyone has shared has boiled down to me as fear. And the reason I say fear is because I'm comfortable with the way he treats me. As the doctor has said, her friend went back because homeboy just did it, the way she liked it. So in fear, she was scared to step out. Um, Finances. Oh, in fear because my finances might change. In fear because now I have to uproot myself and go to different locations and different places in life. You see what I'm saying? So I think most of the time that it all boils down to just plain and simple fear. You know, that's why I put it in the chat, fear, because I mean, who has been in a relationship so long and been so comfortable with the relationship and everything, and no matter what, even when it was over, they stepped out in fear of the unknown. You know what I mean? So I think that most of the times that all boils down to fear, and then that courage steps in to just say, you know what, I had enough. You know, I don't have enough of you mistreat me. I don't have enough of you, doing whatever it might have been, the abuse. It could have been verbal. Could have been, it could have been physical.
Yes,
However it
sir.
might be, however it might be, it's still that point of fear. So I think a lot of times that just basically what it boils down to, just a sense of fear.
Hey, I appreciate that. That's a great perspective, bro, Gregory. Man, we thank you for coming on the show and sharing that, man. I'm looking forward to hearing more from you tonight. That is an excellent point. Where people are people are afraid, like you said, of the unknown. Like you don't know what's next. Sometimes they stay because, well, at least I know this person. You know what I'm saying? At least this person might mistreat me or may not be loving. They may not be romantic, but they don't beat my ass. I give you $1, doctor. You know what I'm saying? And if they may feel the next person they go to may be abusive. You know, that's a great perspective, man. I appreciate you for that. That's $1 right there. You get $1. You get $1, man. You get $1, Gregory. Lady
Thank you. I need that Dunkin' coffee in the morning.
Send your cash out, man. Lady T, come on, Lady T, give me something from the chat before you give me yours.
It's not much in the chat yet.
Somebody, I saw a few things in there. See, y'all.
It's comments. Keeping body count low. The reason why.
You went out, Lady T.
See, Young said it could also be that dating in today's age terrible. So it could be not wanting to jump into the dating scene.
Okay, so we got Anson's hand up. We got Renee's hand up. Come on.
Come on back, twin. Then I'm coming to you, Renee. We got to address the chat, though. We said we were going to do that.
Can you hear me?
Come on. Okay, Lady T, come on. You back now. Hold on, Anson. I'm
going to come sorry about that. Okay, so one of the things I'm thinking about when you mentioned, relationship and intimacy is physical intimacy. You know, I want to be held. I want to be touched. I want to be stroked. And then with the situation with the lady, stroke. That's right. Stroke my body. Yes. But with one of the comments you made with the man leaving while she's laying there, of course, when you're doing what you're doing with that thing, and then he just gets up and leave, you feel rejected. So you want him to hold you, play in your hair, those who like it, rub your, play footsies. You want to have a conversation. You can talk about different things, get into your mind. There's like different type of things that you can do to make that person feel loved, feel wanted. So I would say for me, you need to hold me, baby, and hold me tight. Once you had that thing, you need to play with me a little bit more. And I ain't talking about sexual.
So you just want, excuse me, you want that physical attention and quality time. That's your level
of it all. I want that's your physical, level of. Yes, I want emotional. I want spiritual. I want it all.
And see, you mentioned playing in the hair. You got that real hair. You can do that. Now for them people that got them 27 pieces, you might can't do that because you playing that hair. You might rub it off.
That's okay. Just put a little bonnet on and pull some strands out. They can play in it.
Hey, I appreciate that. I'm gonna give you $1 for that because you spoke from your personal of what you would like from a man, and I think you want to be held. Sometimes it get hot holding a woman. You got to go on your side. I'm going back to my side, and then later on that night we'll meet in the middle. We'll meet in the middle later on because I get hot real quick. So I'm gonna give you $1. I'm gonna give you $1 for that right there, lady. I appreciate that $1 worth of game.
All right.
Come on, twin. Come on back, twin.
All right. Welcome up. Hello again, everyone.
Hello again, twin.
So, I initially had my hand raised for when families was talking about abuse, and just wanted to make it. I just want to say something about that. That yes, abuse comes not just physically. We all think of abuse as physical abuse. That's what our society has taught us, is that, oh, he beating on you, that's abuse. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't ever really give attention to the mental and emotional abuse that happens on a regular basis. And a lot of people don't acknowledge that and refuse to acknowledge the fact that they do that. So that's something that needs to be addressed, not just as the victim, but as the abuser. And there's a lot of people out here in this world that refuse to admit and refuse to hold themselves accountable as being an abuser. And when they're called out on it, they do the typical narcissistic trait of denying it and arguing against it. So in that mindset, I'm thinking, as an abuser, how can you choose to be called an abuser or not?
I don't think they choose. I don't think they choose in that aspect. And like you say, when they exhibit the behavior of a narcissistic person, to them, they ain't doing nothing wrong.
Right.
But for a woman, the first wave is emotional. A woman gonna check out emotional. When a woman don't want to have sex, when a woman don't want you to touch her, when a woman don't want to be in your presence, then you have really dismissed her, or she's removed herself emotionally. And like you said, a lot of times that does stem from abuse. It does stem from, being mistreated. And like I say, it's not always physical, but then too, it's not always women. Men check out of relationships as well. Right. I know a guy that's currently in an abusive relationship with his woman. She don't care who they're in front of. She disrespects him. She'll hit him. And I'm like, bro, why don't you leave? But it goes back like what Bro Gregory said about that fear. Like he got a lot to lose. But that mental state, man, being in a relationship, you got to put a lot of mental effort in. And when somebody mistreats you, you remove yourself. When somebody loves you, they're gonna pull you in. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I would say to your friend is the same thing that I thought of in my mind not too long ago. If a woman was with a man that was abusive based off society standards, giving her black eyes and physically visible marks and all that stuff, one would think, well, why is that woman staying with him, right? That would be the conventional knowledge. Oh, you need to leave him, girl. You need to leave him. But the same is not put towards men.
It's not,
especially when it comes to mental and emotional abuse.
They laugh.
Right.
They laugh. People laugh when a man say he's in a abusive relationship. Man, ain't no woman mistreat you. How you let a woman mistreat you? But it's mental. Every man.
Some of these women are gangster now, Lil Bo P. I'm scared of them myself.
They are definitely gangster. Like,
and look here, living down here, I can tell you by fact, the fact that a lot of women are just as hard as men.
Yeah, I know some up in the city. That's hard as men. But hey,
right.
Hey, listen, you got $2 on my set, man. I don't want to talk to you no more, twin. I can give you all my money, man. You got $2.
Come on, Renee.
Come on, Renee.
Hey,
Hey, Renee, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. How's everybody doing?
Amazing. Come on, talk.
Just to elaborate on some of the comments that were made, answered it, because I was just going to say that sometimes it's not always physical abuse, but let me clarify and say that women are emotional creatures. And once men tend to forget to continue to date that woman. So they'll start out, I always say the representative, then if you get married, in my case, I think I stayed, and it wasn't out of fear. I stayed because I had young kids. So I had settled and took a lot of stuff because just to have the 2-parent home for my kids. So that's what made me stay before I actually checked out and divorced. But fear wasn't one of them. It was because because I had young kids and the need as well. But once a man stops dating a woman and she emotionally detaches herself and she mentally checks out, it's a wrap. We could still be there a lot of times, but mentally we've just checked out. We're not there. And then after so long, then a woman tends to just go ahead and exit the picture. But you know, it all stems from expectations, and that men just don't continue to date. They get comfortable. They don't do the things that they did in the beginning, you know, nothing, you know, they get complacent in that marriage or that relationship. So everything goes dead and it's null and void. So
you saying, I like the comment that you made about being there because, or not being there, because a person can be physical and not be there.
Exactly.
You could be laying next to a person and feel like you by yourself.
Exactly. And a lot of times you could be in a relationship, but you still, sometimes women, let me speak for myself. I've been in a relationship where I still feel like I was single because there was nothing more that was added to that relationship. There was nothing more outside of probably the home or the bedroom or stuff like that. Every now and then casual dates and stuff like that. But you still have to date. You still have to do things to just keep that relationship, you know, live, to keep it from dying.
What were you missing, Renee, that caused you to feel like you were single while you were in a relationship?
Time. As Lady T said, time is valuable. And a lot of men sometimes they will preference and money is good, but money is not everything. Oh, I got the road, this and that, but you still have to make time. You have to balance it out. And when you don't balance it out and you're neglecting one part, then something else is going to get neglected. So that tends to just kill certain aspect of a relationship.
Hey, I love it. Hey, you get $1. You get $1 for your input.
You better
I appreciate that, Renee.
That's
I love
right.
it. Gregory had his hand up, it went away, and then gonna hit you, Doug. Come on in, Greg.
Okay, so again, here I am once again, and you know, yeah, there's a couple of things that I wanted to say. The sister said something to the fact that women are made of emotions. You know what? I agree, but men are made up of emotions too. You see what I'm saying? So people are made up of emotion. There's this old stigma that, oh, women are emotional. You know, yeah, okay, that's true. But let a joker get his woman wrong. What he gonna do? He gonna act out on his emotions. You understand what I'm saying? You and him get into a little argument or something like that. What he gonna do? He gonna act out on his emotions. Yeah, women might take their emotions to another level, but men are just as emotional. Some men show it a little differently, but yes, people are emotional all the way around. You know, so and the brother was talking about the abuse. I agree with the abuse part, and I agree with the abuse part. You know, it doesn't have to come one way. It can come in very many sorts. But as Lady T was talking, so intimacy, yeah, I like to be held and I like to be touched and I like to be, but guess what? That's not everybody's point. Some people out there get that dang on thing, good thing. They want to roll over and go to sleep. Show me a man. You understand what I'm saying? Most men, they get that. They go to shaking and they're falling out, baby. You hear me?
That thing's supposed to put you to sleep. Hey, it's supposed to put you to sleep, Greg.
Touch
that
me.
Was some good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And you talk about touch you. The Lady T talking about touch me. Touch me for what? Man,
you better touch me and you can fall asleep.
We got an OG on. Hey, we got an OG on here tonight.
So when the rubber hits the road, people go through intimacy in very different ways. Because a joker might want to jump up and say, "Man, go get me a rag. I don't want this nasty stuff all over me." You understand what I'm saying? So intimacy can come in so many different ways. Because I experienced intimacy in one way. My fiance, hey, she's a whole different beast. You understand what I'm saying? And that's part of learning each other, though, in a relationship. You understand what I'm saying? That's part of learning each other. What makes that clock tick? Sis said something about you got to continue dating. No, baby, I don't really feel like going nowhere. Let's watch Netflix. Women are just the same. Don't blame that junk on all men. You understand what I'm saying? Men don't check out dating. Women do the same thing. I'm tired. Yeah.
But Gregory, wait.
OG talking that talk.
No. Let me pump those brakes right now. There's not a female on this panel that will not say, you got to at least take me out, show me out, let me be that trophy for that day. You're not going to sit here and hide in the four walls.
I'm not denying that. Oh no, I never was to deny that a female would say, "Don't take me out." I would never deny that. What I am saying though is that some females will get complacent to say, "I don't feel like doing nothing tonight," but yet and still you had in your mind, "Let's go out. Let's go out." What you said? What you said, Fabulous?
I say not me, honey. Ask all of my friends.
Doctor want to be
Yeah.
seen. Doctor want to step on the scene. Doctor want to step on the scene. Let her
Honey,
curl.
I want to be that. Here I am. Excuse me. All my stars.
That's right. I want my feet washed. I want it all.
So really what I'm trying to say though is that this is not a one-way street. You see, women carry the same traits that a man does. You understand what I'm saying? But women, unfortunately, made me hot in here. Unfortunately, women.
Hot.
Women try this thing of saying, "Oh, the man." Hey, man, get out your doggone, get out your Netflix, get out your phone, get out your complacent area, and say, "Hey, baby, you know what? Tonight I'm gonna take you out." How many women on this panel do that? Oh, I thought so.
OG.
How many women on this panel say?
Hold on. We can't talk at the same time.
You
Hold
moving
on,
too
we can't
fast.
talk at the same time.
I do.
Leanne.
I will take my
Lady T,
man
hold on. We can't
out.
talk at the same time. We can't talk at the same time. Let OG finish. OG almost finished. He preaching. Let OG finish, and then I'm gonna go to Doug. I'm gonna go to Doug, and then I'm gonna hit you because they want to respond, and you don't amp them up.
That's just basically what I wanted to say, man. That this is not a one-way street. So when the rubber hits the road, at the same token, intimacy comes in many different ways. It just doesn't work out that Lady T like to be hugged and touched. This one likes to do their thing, and that one likes to do that. It's not a one-way street either. And a lot of women don't understand that. Sometimes the man.
Amen to that.
I'm just as tired when I get home. You understand what I'm saying? I just had to carry 3 bags of cement upstairs on my back. So I mean, damn, baby, I'm tired. I want to sit down for a minute. Oh, hey, baby, hold on. Let me rub on you a little bit. Or as a matter of fact, go in there and take your shower. I got somewhere to take us. We can use that. Use that.
I love it. Hey, OG, you get a gold. You get a gold dollar, OG. Hey, we got an OG. We got an OG on here tonight. Look at here. I appreciate that right there, man. You came in and you got them. You rid them women up, man. I love it. I love it. Appreciate you, man.
You didn't find out why he was carrying cement on his back, but I guess he in construction work. I guess he doing construction. Okay, all right.
Bro Douglas, come on in, bro Douglas. Talk to me, man. Welcome to the show tonight.
Yeah, he done talked so much, I damn forgot what I was gonna say.
You were talking some real, no.
But no, I was gonna get back to a couple things. Yeah, both men and women, we do have emotions, but women tend to act on their emotions more so than men. And when men, we do act on our emotions, what's acceptable is in anger or in jealousy. That's a man for you. But all the other stuff. But I was gonna say about I remember when my ex-wife now was in college and we moved in together. Yeah, it was all the time. All the time. Hey, we got 30 minutes between classes. Let's go over here. Stuff like that. But then you get married and then you get kids, you buy a new house, and the blinds on the window cost $100 a piece, and you got 16 windows in the house. You bought one of them Kirby's from the man that knocked on the door. All that stuff started acting up, and now you out on maternity leave, and now I got to go to work and deal in this Atlanta traffic and stuff. When the brother get home, it's like, all right, baby, let me just get 30 minutes to myself. But why you can't talk to me now? How was work? Let me just decompress. Because then I find out, I was like, I noticed that a lot of married men, 5 o'clock, everybody leaving. The single people trying to get out of there. Walk around the office floor, the lights still on. It's all married men. Try to get another hour or two in for some overtime or some peace before they go home.
Peace. Boy, that's a big
Because
word there, boy.
when you get home, the kids are demanding, the wife is demanding. Damn, I know I used to park in the driveway, resting there for a few minutes, and go in the backyard and see my dog, because my dog was always happy to see me. Tail just the wagging, jumping up, giving me kisses and stuff.
Not the dog.
Right.
Hey, the dog showed up.
I want to see the dog when he get home. He don't work all day to go home to see the dog.
Yeah, hey,
First.
the dog gave unconditional love. You walk in the house. Did you pay this bill? Did you do this? We hungry.
Well, if you do it, she wouldn't have to ask.
Say again.
Amen.
If you did it already, she wouldn't have to ask. And then that would be the
Or she
perfect.
could just shut up in the first place. But some people just can't
if
be
you're not
quiet.
paying the bills, let me worry about it. Don't say anything.
So what you saying is, Douglas, if you're supposed to pay the light bill, she should not worry about it. But she come home and flip the light switch and the lights are off. Ooh,
we can get intimate then because we can light the candles up.
Oh no, Douglas, you improvising tonight, buddy. You
so that's where that came from.
Okay.
But like, y'all, I heard y'all jumped on the men so much. But what about when you come home and you want to do a little something? Oh, not tonight. I have a headache. But goddamn, how long's that headache? You need to
go. So she don't check out on you. Hey, she don't check out on you, Douglas.
Until you cut that grass and pay them bills, and then go get my food.
She don't check out on you, Douglas. That's what it sounds like, man.
I had that conversation before where I walk in the house and it's like, well, the grass needs cutting. You need to cut the grass. I walk in the dining room. I rub my finger across the table. Table dusty. You need to. You bastard.
I heard you got a headache.
So, hey, Doug. So you saying you gonna take care of things? So ain't no reason for her to be checked out.
Yeah, because
you gonna make it do what it do.
Then I was in a bad space before because if she asked me to do something, one example that I know, I'm watching TV. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna take the trash out when the commercial come on. She coming there like, you need to take the trash out. Get the trash stay in there another 2 or 3 days.
Ooh, Douglas, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Douglas off the chain.
Well, no, this goes back to, it's like, well, a man would do this. I'm like, well, the house dusty, the clothes piling up. A woman cook and clean.
Woo.
So
somebody don't check that. Somebody don't check that, Doug.
I stay in my mail, and things will get better.
Hey, Douglas, I'm gonna give you $1, brother. You don't
give him a. Oh, I ain't gonna say what I was getting ready to say.
I'm gonna give you a silver. I'm gonna give you that silver dollar. I'm gonna give you that silver dollar, Douglas. I thank you for that right there, man. We got a hand raised.
We're gonna give Douglas. We're gonna give Douglas some wick.
He needs some peas, some milk, that juice, some juicy juice.
We need a coupon.
You can get that fruit now.
Oh goodness. You got a whole lot of hands.
Listen,
Adrienne was first.
Come on and talk to me, Andreen, and then Leanne. Hey, Andreen.
Yeah, in response to Douglas, come on now. First of all, nobody works harder than women. Even if you stay home, you work hard. So I don't what in the world. The more I hear you, I'm just like, and you are definitely a fairly looking gentleman, but I'm gonna see why you gonna stay by yourself with these type of I be hearing on this thing. I'm like, what is going on? Like, how are you, even if she doesn't work and you come home and you talking about you running out to the dog, where she can go run to? Because she been home working all day, and then when the kids get home, that's job number 2. I feel like no one works harder than a woman ever. So men can't speak
You can
on
feel
work.
like you want to.
Period. You can't speak on work. I don't even think you guys understand the caliber of work. When you're a mom, because when I was married, the husband would come home, act like, oh, I need to rest, I need to relax. When I came home, I still had to struggle with my two daughters and still had to figure out what are we gonna eat? What are we gonna do? What's going on next? So I don't think men have a concept, and I just feel like it's a genetic makeup where some of you lack that empathy and that ability to see stuff from different types of angles, because I feel like you guys are stuck in that provider mode. But nowadays, the provider mode is not it.
So
So
do
a
you
lot of
think
people
it cause you to check out and dream? If a man only focuses on being a provider, that there's no intimacy, there's no affection, do you feel that causes you to check out?
check out because
Absolutely, I second that,
but you know
Andrea.
what? The same reason you check
Can't hear you, Andreen. Somebody is phone is on making noise. Can't hear you. Andreen, we lost you. Come on back in if you can.
No. In reply to that, that was in.
Andreen, can
I
you
can,
hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, come on. We can hear you now,
so we can
Andreen.
hear
Come
you
on.
now.
Yeah, I said at the end of the day, I think that is definitely a reason women check out because they feel underappreciated. And for that same reason, though, they stay because of you being that provider. They put up with the underappreciation, but only for so long because it's like that song when a woman's fed up, because eventually you just gonna be done.
Honey, R. Kelly brought it all the way home too.
Not the R. Kelly tonight. That's still my guy. I still love me some listening to me some Kells.
Well,
I like,
here's
hey,
the reply
Andrew,
to
you get
that.
that. I appreciate that. You get your dollar. You get your dollar.
Here's the reply to that. My response was from what I heard when I first came on, and what I did to you know, it seemed like the women always want to have quality time and stuff. But what I'm stating is that men, we go out and we work, we have hard times too, and we don't try to put that burden on you. And we just need a little breathing room. And when we ask, baby, let me give me time to decompress and stuff. Well, I've been home all day with the kids and stuff. We don't have that buffer, so we can get into the mindset to go give the kids a bath. You know, I bathe my kids at times and stuff.
Once a month.
But we equally work hard in our different roles with the family and everything.
I know whoever this is in the chat, I'm with Joy. What buffer do women get? Because I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking, and I get you, I hear you trying to work your work, but it's okay. I feel like
but no.
Okay, Douglas, it's my turn.
Yeah,
you
done had your
my
turn.
own experience and stuff.
I'm finna come to you, Leanne.
Because at one time, you know how you go out and have those color-coded codes on your all the keys that you have? I was so down and out that I put blue on my house key. Because every time I went home, I felt blue.
Lord have mercy.
Okay,
Oh,
Douglas.
Come on, Leanne. Come on, Leanne.
Come on, Leanne. Because I'm gonna talk with Andreen, because I got you, Andreen, when the women's place at home. But I think y'all miss. And it used to be this thing that say cook, clean, and screw, but I'm gonna say cook, clean, and consort because I'm gonna do CCC. Okay?
Come on, talk to me.
Where in the hell have you seen a woman just made for cook, cleaning, and consorting? That's why women get up and go to work. They come home and they cook and they please their man. The issue you have is your duties at home. So your wife probably didn't work, but that's what made women go out and work. And when women, I don't know who said women were strong, but when women go out and become a breadwinner, the husbands have a tendency to go and do the things that the woman would have done without any shame. And that woman is not complaining about her husband cook, cleaning, and consorting. Okay? So it works both ways.
Apparently,
so stop trying to be, a male chauvinist.
So where's the checkout? Where's the checkout? Because the question is about being detached and intimacy. So where are you saying that because women now work and clean, cook, they don't cook, clean, and consort, that it's no need to be intimate. What's
No,
your
they need intimacy. But if you listen, I was just piggybacking on Douglas because he
right,
was the one. He
I
was the
want you to
one that had
piggyback
an
on Douglas, but I want
issue.
to know your opinion on that question too, Leanne, because you got
Okay,
something to say.
wait a minute. Because he had to come home and get aggravated. Why are you coming home to an unhappy home when you worked hard and paid the bills and go deal with the dog because you need a sense of peace, P-E-A-C-E, and you need a peace after you eat, P-I-E-C, P-I-C, whatever. So my problem is with Douglas bullying on a woman staying at home, not paying the bills, not cooking, cleaning, and consorting. That was my thing. So where is the peace? But you got to come home to an aggravated home. You don't want that to be your place.
All
So
right.
you need to do whatever you need to do. You need to do whatever you need to do to fix
it. You heard me, but you weren't listening. I gave an example against where men need some time also.
Women too.
That's
women too.
And sometimes y'all damn it. But women too. Hey. I'm coming from a male point of view and telling you how males have it on the same side as y'all do. And I gave you some specific examples and stuff. And
but that's why women had to get out and work.
My did work.
They had to get out and work.
Hold on, ladies and gents. I want to get the distinguished brother. I hate to cut you and Leanne off, but I got my time about to wrap. So I want distinguished brother had his hand up. I want to hear from him. We ain't heard from him in a minute. Distinguished brother, talk to me, man.
Good evening, people. How y'all doing tonight?
Brother? Good evening. Welcome to the show, brother. Glad to have you tonight.
Thank you very kindly. My take on all this is a little bit different.
Talk to me.
Because I hear what Leanne is saying, I hear what Andreen is saying, but I don't think y'all are taking into consideration the fact that both parties work here. Both parties are responsible for the cooking, the cleaning, the rearing, and to making sure that things are getting paid. And now, if we're going to split this thing in half and we're going to go down the gender trail, let's do it right. Yeah, you at home, we expect the cooking, the cleaning, the consorting, as you said, and dealing with all that. And when we come home, it should be our job to come in and say, you know what? Yeah, I've been working all day, but I got some home responsibilities. Let me chip in and step in. But by the same token, if I'm going to do that, I don't need to hear, I got a headache tonight. I'm tired tonight. I've been cooking here. I've been doing that. I've been doing the same damn thing. It's called a job. And I got
distinguished brother.
Hold on. Let him finish. Let me finish.
I got to deal with the public. I got to deal with the boss. I got to deal with the stupidity that goes with the jobs. And when I come home, yes, I want my peace. Both pieces. I want my peace of mind and I want my peace of
I agree with you on that part.
All night long, but by the same token, if I'm going to get my peace, I also know I got to contribute to my peace. And I'm speaking from experience here. I'm speaking from experience because I did something that a lot of guys really wouldn't do in my first marriage. And that was, I said that I would be home to cook and to clean 3 days a week. I said that I would be the one to take the dirtiest rooms in the house, which as being a woman, you cleaning, you know, that's the bathrooms. I did my cooking and cleaning and still had to deal with a woman that felt that it wasn't enough.
That was a
detachment. Still had to deal with a woman when you walk in the door, just like Douglas said, why this ain't done? Why that ain't done? The grass got to be cut. You know, the sink isn't working. Well, okay, but your ass been home all day. You couldn't have at least tried or made a list or done something, made a phone call to the plumber? You gonna wait till I get home and beat me up after I've already been beat up in society? So it goes both ways. Yes, women do have a tough job being a mom, even if you're an at-home mom. But you got to give us our props because if we're out there doing what we're supposed to do, bringing home the bacon and turning around, and as the commercial used to say, fry it up in a pan, you know, we need to get ours too. And this thing about, well, I'm just tired and I got the headache. God damn it, there's some aspirin in there. You need to go take 2 of them, go take your shower, get your ass ready. Because if I'm gonna do my thing, I expect you to do yours. That's all I got to say.
Hey, this thing was
Douglas,
good.
were you on the
Hey,
Douglas? Were you on
man, I'm
that
so glad to
page?
hear from you tonight, man. It's been a little minute since we don't had your dollar. You know what I'm saying? Since we don't had your dollar. Hey, you don't gave us $1, man. We appreciate that tonight. Hey, listen, y'all. I know y'all got.
LeBeau,
That's my
we had
time.
to drop the mic on this one. He
That's my.
just put it down. He
You know
just
what I'm
put
saying?
it
That's
down.
my
I want to
time.
know if Douglas was on the
Thank you
same
all.
page.
Thank
I
you
don't
all
think
for
so.
tuning in on the set and sharing your thoughts and your opinions. I'm gonna kick it back to Dr. Fab so the other co-hosts can come on and smoke up the show. Thank you for my time.
All right. Hey, y'all. Don't put your hands down because the next coming to you all the way live is Special K, and she will definitely get your hands, your thoughts, and your opinions. And I just had to say one quick thing to Douglas or whomever said that it was a 50-50 deal. If y'all looking for a 50-50 deal, as in for his finance and all that good stuff, you're looking for a roommate. Now, come on, Special K.
That's the problem right there.
Special K.
Yep, I agree. Come on, Special.
Special K.
Let's hear what you got to say.
I'm here. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Okay, so I just want to say first that it's been a great show. I really enjoyed everyone's conversation and their point of view. So my question tonight, can everybody hear me okay? Because I am mobile, so I'm on like an earpiece in my cell phone. But can you all hear me?
We can hear
Yes.
you.
Yes.
You hear me? Okay. Okay. I wasn't hearing any feedback. Thank you. Okay. So my question tonight, when it comes to intimacy and relationships, is do you believe that well, I should say, is it possible to keep intimacy after infidelity in a relationship? Because sometimes when a partner steps out, people stay, people reconcile, they stay. So, and that's the scenario. In that scenario, is it possible to keep intimacy after infidelity in your relationship? Like, in other words, can it be the same as it made before? Like, if you're a person who stayed in a relationship after some cheating went on with your other half, when it comes to intimacy, do you feel that it would be the same? Would you hold back more? Would it make you go harder, perform better because of what has happened? So just I want to, we can jump in with that. It would, Marlena, you said if you cheat on me, then you would come up missing, huh? But yeah, for me, I don't really know. My opinion on that, I've never been in that situation, so it's hard for me to say. But I don't think I would stay. However, sometimes, situations you just never say never. I don't know. But I think intimacy would be a little difficult. It wouldn't be the same.
Distinguished brother, you got your hand up.
I'm sorry, I couldn't see the hand.
Yeah. Not speaking from experience personally, but knowing some people that have done it, it can be the same. It could be brought back. Actually, it could be better. It depends on it depends on the couple. It depends on the people. There are couples that have gone and had their therapy, worked it out, decided, whatever the reason was, we're gonna get past it and we're gonna get back together and make things work. But then you have people like yourself who probably couldn't do it, and it may be better for them. It all depends on who's involved with the situation and what brought it on. But yes, there are couples that they will work it out. And by working it out, they make things better. They get tighter because now they realize 9 times out of 10, it was because something was lacking in the relationship. They realized what was lacking. They were working on it. And by getting that back to where it was, now the relationship is even better.
Wow, and that was one of the questions that I was asking. And that's something I always wondered. Would that type of situation actually make them go harder? I don't know, as a woman, any women want to chime in? Would you feel, how would it make you feel self esteem wise that he cheated, but you may have stayed? Would it make you want to, like, okay, he went out there to experience something, so now I'm gonna go harder to see, to fulfill that?
I don't
Okay.
think
Well,
so.
you
Special
probably
K.
can't see my hand,
Oh,
but
sorry.
I have my hand up. This is Dr. Fabulous. Now, I'm
Okay.
going to say this to the ladies. I'm going to lower my hand now. I'm learning how to work this thing. But I'm saying this because sometime distinguished gentlemen said that it can make it stronger, it can make it better, and all of that good stuff. Sometime women will say that they're going to work at it and that, okay, you cheated on me, but I'm going to work at it. But if you're going to work at it, ladies, gentlemen, whomever you are, remember you're working at it. Don't keep throwing it up in the person's face. If the person go to the grocery store and they're gone longer than 30 minutes. Don't be tracking them down. Don't be trying to put a device on them because automatically your mind is going back to think, is he out there still cheating? Either you're going to work at it or you're not. Now, that can be an insecurity that a woman may have in her back of her mind. Subconsciously, she's always thinking that, but her mouth is saying something else that she's going to accept that and try to move on. But I'm telling you, everybody know their own self. And infidelity is a strong thing, especially when it comes down to a woman dealing with things of that nature. And this is the key participle. I know you said that if a man cheated or whatever, but can you imagine if that same man cheated with the same sex? Now, I always tell people that is definitely a deal breaker for me because in my subconscious mind, there's no way that a woman can um do what a man can do or whatever. So therefore,
Compete.
compete. So therefore, in that subconscious mind, a cheater, I'm not gonna say it's always going to be a cheater, but it'll always be something lingering in the back of my mind. And that's what I got to say about that, Special K.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Great answer. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I. So, do we have any other hands up?
Papa Doc.
Okay.
Papa Doc had
Oh,
his
okay.
hand up.
I can't see you. Papa Doc, hey, you want to chime in?
Yes, good evening, everybody. How's
What up,
everybody
Papa
doing?
Doc?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
you
yeah.
doing?
All right, all right. Yeah, I had to excuse me. I'm a little mobile, a little bit under the weather, but doing all right. Infidelity. You know, the funniest thing is, I think most women can't can't quite do that turnaround, knowing that their man has been with another woman and try to get back in their relationship and made it better. But I had the unfortunate experience of having it happen to me many, many moons ago. And
Yeah,
I
that's
tell a
sad.
lot of people that was the that was the worst and the best thing that ever happened to me. You know, because I looked at it different. I wanted to be back with her. You know, I had to actually catch her in the bed, and I was very mature about the act at that moment. But it also helped me mature to be, you know, a better boyfriend, better spouse, better husband, just a better man, you know. So it actually turned me around, and it's been a long story. And you know, I wind up back with her, broke up with her a few times, and wound up back there. Before she passed 10 years ago, I was in another relationship with her, a pretty long relationship with her. So it can work when you love somebody, you love them, and sometimes you have to, you know, you have to forgive, maybe not forget, but You have to forgive, and the relationship will work itself out.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing your experience, your point of view with us. I see we have Casey. Casey's iPhone. I see your hand is up.
Hey,
Yes,
friend.
ma'am. Hello. In
Hey, how
my
you doing?
opinion, I think
Mm-hmm.
when people cheat, it's not necessarily always because something is lacking in a relationship. Sometimes people just do things simply because they want to, and it's a decision that was made. It's not always a lack. People just simply do stuff because they want to do it. And then also, I think when it comes to a woman cheating on a man, the man don't always, they think it's the worst thing in the world when a woman cheat, but if a man cheat, it's not as bad for some reason as a woman cheating on a man. I don't know why that is. One feel like it's the worst thing in the world, but women are also, I feel like, more forgiving than men. We tend to forgive a man for cheating more so than if we were to go out and cheat. The way that a man would forgive us is different. So
Yeah.
that's just the way my opinion and how I feel about it. But I think when a woman cheat on a man, I don't think he'll just get over it like that, because the words that he used, and sometimes in that particular instance, certain things that you say and do, you can't take back. So that'll always be in your mind. Even if
Right.
you were to forgive that person, you're going to think about what happened. You two might be in the bed together and you're going to think about what they did with somebody else or what happened. It's not something you just get over. You can't say, you might say, I forgive you, but you're not going to forget about it. You're always going to think about that because it happened and it's something that can't be erased. So that's just my thoughts on it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Casey. Thank you for sharing. Hope we have you back next week. And I see, Douglas, you had your hand up. Did you want to say something?
Douglas and Anson had their hands up.
That's all right.
Oh, okay.
Y'all give
Douglas,
me your feelings
you
and
don't want to tackle this one?
Douglas, don't be acting like your feelings hurt.
No, I'm doing something. I'm still working, so I'm still
Okay.
earning money. You know.
That's what you got to do, Douglas. You got to do that.
Okay, well, get your money. And let's see, what about you, Anson? You wanted to jump in there?
There was several things that was said that I wanted to comment on, but I can't remember what I was gonna say. So carry on.
Oh, goodness. Well, maybe if you remember, just come on, put your hand back up. Okay, well, is there anyone else would like to share their thoughts on the topic, intimacy after infidelity? Is there something that can happen? Can it stay the same? Would it change for the
Casey got her
better,
hand
for the
back
worse?
up.
No, now I have a question. I don't know if it was answered earlier or not.
Go ahead.
So what's the women's definition of intimacy?
Well, for me, if you're asking, for me, intimacy involves not just the physical. I mean, it involves the sexual part of it for me. But it also involves, I like, the cuddling, the touching. I think it was OG may have touched on that earlier. So it said something about, now call me, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna keep it all the way real. But if I'm with somebody, and your man can't get enough, and he will smack your ass every time you walk past, I love that. That's intimacy to me. For me, just things like that, the touching, the cuddling, the kissing, the hugging, and also the sexual aspect of it. So, that's what I define it as.
All right, some more of these talkative ladies on here that got something to say about everything. Let's hear you.
Well, Andreen has her hand up. Maybe she'll answer you, Douglas. Come
Thank you,
on.
Dr. Fast, for
And
seeing that,
Casey
because
got her hand back up too.
okay, I see it now.
Interesting question. I will respond. I will honestly say that I think I thought of intimacy similar to what if that was Special K said. I think it includes and involves anything, but I've been educated today because I think it was Little Bo Peep, and I know I also got the definition from another friend that intimacy doesn't necessarily involve the sexual act. So it's more so of the cuddling and that type of touching and that type of just to respond to your question. But my hand was originally up on the cheat question, but I'll let us continue on here. So yes, in response.
All right.
All
Casey.
right, thank you. Yeah.
I thought I saw Casey's hand. Did you leave, Casey? Okay, well, Lil Bo Pete has popped up. Go right ahead.
So if you cheat on me, it'll never be any more intimacy or anything else because I'm a 1999 your ass. We done. You out of here. I can't look at you the same after that. So it'll never be any type of reconciliation or rekindling what it once was. Like once you cross that border, if you don't think enough of me to keep it gangster and keep it loyal, I can't rock with you. So it's a no, dog. It's a no for me. Stick a fork in it. Mm-mm.
Okay, so for you, it's not even gonna go past that to get to that intimacy point after cheating
Nope.
goes on.
Once I
Gotcha.
once I know that, we done. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, you can't get mad over things you don't know. If I don't know it, one thing. But for me to know or I find out about it, that you wronged me, we over. 1999.
Hence my point. Men not as forgiving as women. They
That
hold
is
on
And I ain't and
forever
I
that is
ain't
and
what she said.
Tell them, friend.
and I
But
ain't friend, cousin, twin, and I ain't.
I'm a woman and I'm like Little Bo Peep too. I'm a woman and I'm
Thank you,
done.
Leanne. Thank you,
I'm
Leanne.
done. Why you gonna do all that work for what? What you working all that for? You already proved to me that you don't want to be with me.
Thank you.
I don't even need, you know how somebody said, was it me or we got to talk about it? We ain't got to talk about nothing. You don't even have to explain yourself. We're done. I'm out of there.
I'm the same way, but I'm speaking in general from things that I've heard from friends and other things, just life in general. Men just not as forgiving as women. Women tend to take more from a man than a man would take from a woman.
I can't
I
say that
agree
because
with
you got
that.
some nice men out there where women take advantage of them.
Thank you. Woo, you appreciate it.
Okay.
Give her a dollar,
No.
Special K.
Lil Bo Peep. Lil Bo Peep, I see Joy says, so you never cheated and tried to stay?
It ain't. If I check, I get what? A woman lick back gonna hit harder than my lick hit any day. I ain't even deal with that every day.
Men's ego are more fragile then because
They are our ego.
Yeah, because that's what this boils down to. Because
ego.
Being someone that, first of all, I think the way you deal with being cheated on also determines on the level of maturity and where you are in your life. I think at this stage, right about now, I'm different when I was younger, when I was married and I was cheated on. And a part of it is there's many different reasons you stay or you try to figure it out. And it could be, it's like, just like we're talking about with the reason you stay when there's no. So it's similar to that. But I think once you get to a certain point or a certain stage in your maturity or your development, or you value your worth more, you're like, you know what? So it could be like you said, like 1999. And I feel like that's where I am now for the most part. I'm done because I figured, hey, it's too much, too good around here. So might as if you're not, because I'm one of those person, I want to be the one in the only. And if I can't be, then I'm gonna move along until I find that person that's what they want. So I don't want you to not want what you want, and I'm not going to make the choice for you. But hence, there we are. But I think all of that comes along with recognizing your worth, knowing yourself, and how you feel about it. I think there's plenty of women that get cheated on and stay for various reasons or try to work it out. Or what about these people that are in all types of different relationship makeup? So I don't know about that one.
Okay, I'm next. I'm next. I got to tell you all a little story. All the men are saying, well, I won't say that all men were saying, but Lil Bo Pete said that if his woman cheat on him, she's out or he's out. Well, I had a girlfriend and her boo shankalank cheated on her. She accepted him back. But you know what? Her acceptance was all a ploy for guess what, you all?
Get back.
Vengeance. Vengeance. Because she reeled him back in slowly and sweetly and act like everything was peachy keen. But baby, she came back with the master plan, the killer, the juggler. And do you know, as of this day, that person is still trying to get back with her, but she kindled that love so sweet. He almost need a straight jacket. That's how deep it was. So that's all I had to say about that, because sometimes love can be a mighty splendid thing. And when you let somebody back in your life that has hurt you, and you sit down and you think about, I'm gonna get this Negro back. He just don't know it yet. He just don't know it yet. You all better think long and hard. Simmer over that tea, cause baby, it might be boiling hot when you really get the tea. That's all I got to say, and I'm gonna put my hand down.
You ain't finna get me like that. Cause I feel like if I cheat, like women can be very deceptive.
Vindictive, very
Vindictive,
vindictive,
deceptive,
baby.
and it could, like the example she just gave, to reel him back in for the sole purpose to get her lick back.
Get it back.
It's a song called Lick Back. And my dad was old school player. He said a woman can look down any day longer than a man can look up. So I ain't gonna be on the other end of that. So if I cheat, I'm gonna remove myself from the relationship. It ain't even up for her to take me back because I don't want to go back after I cheated.
And you have social media and then Anson. I'm looking for, where is she? Special K?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey.
Oh, okay. I can't see
Okay,
you.
so
My
who has?
board.
Yeah, it's a little difficult for me to see on this phone. But who? So you said Anson in social media. Who? I don't know who had their
It was
hand up
social
first.
media
But
first and then Anson.
okay, social media. Go
And
ahead.
before you all get started, let me let you all know we're going over tonight. So if you have to leave us, but we going over tonight because it's good. It's good. Go ahead, social media diva.
Yes. I'm the kind of the same. I just don't play. Once you cheat on me, I'm a done data. That's it. I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm not trying to catch a case. So just leave me alone. Period. If you don't want me, say that. Don't lie to me. Or just be single. I feel like some men need to be single. They lying to themselves. And I'm not with the games. Period. At all. And that's it.
Well, thank you. Anson, you ready?
The subject that went far beyond what I raised my hand for, so y'all go ahead.
Well, now I want to hear what you got to come on. Now I want to hear what you were thinking, your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I had raised my hand when Casey had said that men are not as forgiving as women, and
Okay, well, we can go back to that.
that is clearly a biased statement, and it's all based on perspective, which I'm glad she mentioned afterwards, because before I raised my hand, she didn't say that she got that perspective from her experience, which is understandable and obvious, but that's still a biased statement, and it's only based off of other people, women's experience. You know what I mean? That's not taking into account any men's experience with women. You know what I mean?
But
So
I feel where she's coming from though, because I think it's just what we see, what's around us, situations we've been involved in, things of that nature. And I've also have noticed the same thing. that women tend to stay sometimes more than men. But it's not all. We're not saying all women, and it doesn't happen in every relationship that way. But women do tend to be more forgiving. Some do.
And the only reason why that perspective or why that thought is common thought in our society is because, like I said before, we was talking about mental health with men. Men just don't say nothing. We're taught in society to keep it moving. So
Right.
that's why our society expects us to take stuff and not say nothing about it. So that's why the perception of men aren't as forgiving as women is a statement. Because we don't talk about all the unfair and illogical things that we have to deal with women. And if we do, we get talked about like a dog.
So true, cousin. So true. We gonna have the one, the only Action Jackson. Bring it on in. And you know what? This conversation is so good tonight, y'all. Next week we will definitely have a part two because we got to hear from Lady T, we got to hear from Distinguished Brother, and we definitely got to hear from DFG, Dr. Feelgood. So come on, Action J, and give us what you got. And then we're going to close it out for tonight. But next week, Thursday, it will be hot and popping because you know Lady T is sizzling. Okay? So come on, Action J.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? This question for the ladies, right? You guys all have all the answers. For the fellas, you know what you guys want. Our job to aim and please and make sure you guys completely satisfied, right? And since intimacy is a key component to a healthy relationship, and as Brother Douglas is trying to do his very best with his previous relationship to make it work, right? What are some key component step or advice ladies give the men so we could continue a long-lasting relationship with the intimacy part?
Okay. Casey, you got that hand up, girl. Come on and tell us what you gonna answer with Action J. Come on.
I think when it comes to intimacy, it's not just let's say for instance, married couples. Most people feel like when you marry, it's just a make love thing. I've learned that being married, I don't want to just make love all the time because when you're single, you get all types of sexual relationships, encounters, things like that. So when you become married, a lot of people take that out of the equation. But for me, I want my husband to be satisfied. He might not want to make love tonight. He just might want to have sex or whatever the case may be. So I might role play and say,
in the air.
right. So
I hear
we
you,
might
girl. I
do
hear
a strip tease to get in the moment, or you know what I mean? It doesn't, just because you're married or you're in a relationship with somebody, it doesn't have to be just straight intimate where you're making love all the time. You can still spice it up and turn around, hit it from the back, the side, whatever the case may be, because you're only dealing with one person. So you don't want that person to just feel limited because you're married. You still got to do what you used to do when you date, because that's what got them, that's what kept them. And you, if you want to keep them, you got to keep them interested. You got to keep them,
Facts.
you know, doing the different things that they enjoy doing, whatever
Casey,
it may be.
So
Casey,
you
you
have
said role playing.
the
And
role playing
you said role
multi-personality.
playing, Casey. And you know I have such a creative mind. When you say role playing, you're gonna dress him up in some old slippers and some let me stop, I'm gonna stop.
If he want high heels tonight, we're gonna do high heels or whatever the case may be. If he like the little bitty shorts, I'm gonna tease him in the little bitty shorts and get whatever he want. If that's what I gotta do to get you ready and in the mood and keep us happy and in a good space, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Come out with a napkin on your ass.
No.
You get $1, Casey. You get $1.
Paid costume on.
Penny drop.
All right. Come on. Anyone else before we shut it down? Anyone else? Now I know
social media had her hand up.
No, she forgot to take it down from the last question.
So did.
She forgot to take it down. Now, to everyone that was on here. When we talk about intimacy, remember that intimacy comes in all different shapes, sizes, packages, and what you may think is intimate, someone may not. So as long as you're keeping it together with you and your partner, that's all that matters. I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming on. It is always a pleasure for me to have this time with all of you on here. I thank everyone that invited someone, that told a cousin, a friend, an uncle, a auntie, a mama, a daddy, whomever you invited. I thank you all. I'm going to let my co-hosts, all of you, say your thank yous. And next week, it will be a part 2. So please come on back to the same place, same time. And I'm going to roll this on over to Lady T from Lady T, Special K, because you know what? Ladies are first, and then social media, and then we'll come on around the bend. So, Lady T.
Thank you all for coming tonight. It was a pleasure. I learned a lot from the male perspective. So I will take notes and take it to my bedroom, of course. So I will see you next week, same time, same place.
All right, Special K.
Yes, thank you everyone for commenting tonight, for joining in with us. Hope to see each and every one of you back next week, and everyone have a blessed weekend.
All right, social media, Diva.
Okay, I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight. Definitely check us out on our Facebook page and our group page. It is branded Upscale Love for You. If you are interested in the Miami trip, definitely send us a message as well. Okay, thank you guys.
All right, come on home with Lil Bo Pete, Action J, Distinguished Brother, and Dr. Feelgood. Lil Bo Pete.
Hey, thank you all for tuning in tonight. It was an awesome show. God is amazing, and so are you. Keep laughing, keep living, keep smiling, keep loving. Follow my smoke and follow my praise. Let's go.
All right, Action J.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. It was a great show. I learned a lot about intimacy, and I'll definitely apply some of those techniques. And I'll let you know how it go next week episode, and pass on to Dr. Feelgood.
Good evening, everyone. It's Dr. Feelgood. You know my Steves. Keep in mind, if you want to tell a friend to watch us, we're also live on YouTube. We'll be live streaming this show as we go along. We'll also have a follow-up, a little cleaner version of this. Hashtag Upscale Love, the number 4, the letter U, will get you to our website, our Facebook page, and also it'll get you to our Yahoo live stream. Remember that if you don't want to come into the room, you can monitor from there. You still get all. It's like diet Upscale Love for You. You get all of the fun and none of the drama. So join us every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we have people all over the country that listen to this, and we're trying to grow. If you come on our lives or our or watch our channel, please leave a comment, like, share, comment. You'll learn something. We appreciate each and every one of y'all coming on. And it's back to you, Dr. Fab.
And to last but not least, Distinguished Brother. I love, love, love your voice, Distinguished. Come on and bring it on home.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to say thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for spending time with us. We want to keep this spicy. We want to keep it hot, and that's what we're going to work on every time you come to visit us. So each and every one of you, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's all have a wonderful weekend.
And with that being said, I want to say good night, sleep tight, and guess what, y'all? Smooches. Mwah. Good night.